Welcome to the Fearful Fright series, where we will be reading with our favorite green ghoul, Grimmer. Now sit back and enjoy this twisted tale. Today our story is called Last Call. There was a man by the name Tommy Badgers. He just got himself into a pickle. You see, Tommy was a poor man, wandering across the country. One day, Tommy witnessed someone getting robbed. And as the robber fled, Tommy could see him throwing the gun in the trash. Well, Tommy was getting very desperate by this point. With no money or food, he thought to himself he'd do anything just to eat. So Tommy took the gun out of the trash and decided he would rob a bank. This is a dumb idea, he thought to himself, but felt like it was his only option at the time. Well, Tommy did rob a bank, but it didn't go over smoothly. You see, one of the guards got an opportunity to shoot at Tommy. And he took it, striking Tommy in the leg. Tommy then returned fire, killing the guard, and made off with over $80,000. Tommy took off down back roads and alleys. But soon he heard sirens. So Tommy decided to steal someone's car at gunpoint. And the old man's car who he decided to steal wasn't too happy about the whole idea. So he pulled out a gun he had on him and shot at Tommy. The old man missed. But when Tommy returned fire, he didn't. He killed the old man and threw his body out of the car. Tommy then proceeded to head to the nearest highway. Driving as fast as he could, Tommy thought to himself, maybe I should get off the highway and go a bit further in the desert. I could probably lose them then use a train to hitchhike my way across country, he thought to himself. So he drove into the desert, kicking up dust as he rode on. About an hour later, Tommy ran out of gas and was forced to walk. Man, I should have brought some water or something with me, he thought. As he began walking, he could hear coyotes in the distance and knew he had to get shelter soon. He continued walking, looking for anything to hide in for the night. He soon came across an old-looking abandoned saloon. That will be perfect shelter, Tommy thought to himself. So Tommy made his way to the old run-down saloon and fell asleep. Tommy woke up to a man asking, "So what will it be?" "What?" Tommy said. The man said again, "What will it be? You've been sleeping at my bar for an hour. So what will you have?" Tommy said, "This place was run down when I got here." The man replied, "It might be run down, but it still has its use." "Whatever, old man," Tommy said. "I'll take some whiskey." "All right, 1 shot of whiskey." Tommy was still in pain from his leg wound. So he said, "Make it a double." "Coming right up," the man said. As Tommy began to look around, the whole place has changed. It looks like it was actually cleaned up a bit while he was sleeping. "You sure do know how to clean up fast," Tommy said. "Yeah, we got a man for that," the old man told Tommy. Just then Tommy seen 3 men walking into the old saloon. One of them stared at Tommy. "Do we have a problem?" Tommy asked the man. The man looked at Tommy and smiled. "We sure do," the man told Tommy. "You're sitting in my seat. Now I would advise you to get up before I lose my patience," he said with a more aggressive tone. Tommy reached for his gun, and the other 3 men reached for theirs. "I don't think you want to do that," the man told Tommy. "You won't make it 2 feet off that stool." Tommy thought better and put his gun down. "Well, how do you want to solve it then?" Tommy said. "There's 3 of you, and only 1 of me. That doesn't seem too fair." "Now does it?" "I'll tell you what," the man said, still holding his gun. "Let's have a drinking contest. 20 shots for me, 20 shots for you. Whoever finishes them first wins. If you beat me, the stool's yours. I'm buying. So what do you say?" he told Tommy. "Deal," Tommy said. Tommy and the man began drinking. 1 shot after another, back to back. Soon Tommy became too intoxicated. But he could see the man was beating him. "Come on," Tommy thought to himself. "You got this." Then Tommy reached into his pocket to pull out a cigarette he had on him. As Tommy went to light his cigarette, he could see in the reflection of the window The two other men were sitting in the background just behind him, still holding their guns. Then Tommy noticed the man had one more drink to go. As Tommy picked up his glass, the man finished his last drink. Just then the two men sitting in the background behind Tommy shot him and filled Tommy with bullets. "You lose," the man said. As Tommy lay bleeding on the floor, he could see the saloon slowly turning back into the old rundown saloon he had originally walked into. Tommy thought to himself, "This is some strange nightmare," and tried to wake himself up. The next day the authorities found Tommy in the old rundown saloon. He was full of bullets. "Another one," one of the officers said. "I'm telling you," the officer continued. "There must be a serial killer around here. This is the 12th one we found out here. Dead, full of bullets. After what he did, I can't say I feel bad." One of the officers said. "Yeah, you're right," another one added. "But whoever is doing it must be using a ghost gun. We haven't been able to trace a single bullet back to anything, or anyone."